A 17-year-old Harnett County cheerleader is recovering at Duke Medical Center after suffering what her mother says was a heart attack during a recent competition.
Kiana Joe is part of a competitive cheerleading team. Her mother says it happened during warm-up. She suffered this attack, which then required a shock from an automatic external defibrillator to save her life. WRAL's Fayetteville reporter Gilbert Bays spoke with her mother, who was grateful that there was an AED on hand.
Well, 17-year-old Kiana Joe is a student here at Western Harnett High School, but she's a competitive cheerleader with a team in Sanford. This competition happened on Sunday, March 5th in Raleigh at Broughton High School. Her mother says she was just warming up when all of a sudden she became unresponsive. This is what Kiana Joe loves to do, fly through the air with the greatest of ease. The 17-year-old is a competitive cheerleader, but there were some scary moments during a recent competition in Raleigh.
They had just gotten finished with the very first stunt. At that point of the stunt, they come down to where the girls are holding her in a seated position. And when she got to that position, she was unresponsive.
It was thought that she was having a seizure, but a coach realized she didn't have a pulse, so CPR was started. Her mother jumped in to help save her daughter's life.
And I had done 2 sets of compressions and breaths, and then I had looked over to my left side, and I finally saw the AED machine had got there.
Her mother put the paddles on the 17-year-old. The machine told her an electric shock was needed. She administered the shock and continued CPR until medics arrived. Joe was taken to Wake Med and then transferred to Duke Medical Center for a cardiac MRI. It confirmed the teenager suffered a heart attack. Her mother is just thankful an AED was available at the cheerleading competition.
If we can save one life just with the knowledge of how important it is to get that AED, and that every facility that has any kind of athletes and their children at all, they need to have one.
So Kiana remains in the hospital getting treatment, but her mother is just thankful that she's alive. In Harnett County, Gilbert Bays, WRAL News.
Oh, shocking to see that picture of her in the hospital bed.
Oh my
it's just
goodness.
terrible.
Wow.
So the teenager, as Gilbert said there, still at Duke Medical Center undergoing a series of tests. There is a GoFundMe page set up to help with everything they need help with, including medical expenses, obviously. And you can find a link to that at the end of the story on WRAL.com.
How frightening. It's good that the mom knew what needed to be done. You can
bet.
imagine you want to panic in that situation.